Good morning, students. Today's we will start new chapters. Chapter number 11, Transportation of Materials. Transportation of materials means in human or animal bodies from one part of the bodies to another part of the bodies. How is transfer from one place to another place different materials. In this chapter we will discuss about the transportation of blood, urine, water, food from one part of the body to another part of the body. So in everyday language, transport means, what is transport means? Transport means to carry things from one place to another. Transport means carry things from one place to another. So in biology, transport is a life process. What is transport? In biology, transport is a life process in which a material absorbed in one part of the body of an organism is carried to other parts of the body. What is that transportation? Transport is the process which absorbs a material of one part of the bodies or one organism of the bodies to carries to another part of the bodies. This is known as the transportation. So this point will become more clear from the discussion. We have learnt in earlier that all the living organisms need a continuous supply for energy, food, water and oxygen for the survive their life. So all the living organisms, animals and plants, all living organisms need a transport system to supply them food, water and oxygen from one part of the body to another part of the body. You will take food from your mouth, oxygen also with your nose and water from your mouth. So these will be transferred from one part of the body to another part of the body. This is known as the transportation. So, and also in other hand, waste materials which produce in your body, this will be also transferred from the out of the body. So in most of the animals, the blood that circulates in their bodies transports. So water, food, energy, blood, oxygen, carbon dioxide, different types of gases, all things transfer from one part of the body to another part of the body is called transportation. So transportation of material, transport in humans, transport in animals, transportation in plants, different types of transportations conduct in the living organism. So next we will discuss about the transport in humans. Transport in humans. Transport in humans. So transport in humans, other name you can say circulatory system. The main transport in human systems being blood circulatory systems. Blood circulates from one part of the body to another part of the body. This circulation, running of the blood in human bodies is known as the circulatory system. So in the circulatory systems, blood carries digested food, water, oxygen from one part of the body, one organs from the body to other organs from the body. Means in circulatory systems, the blood circulatory systems make food, water, oxygen available to every part of the body. Circulatory systems make food, water, oxygen, different things, different parts of the body, carries from one part to another part of the body. So the human circulatory system consists of human circulatory systems. How many parts consist? So human circulatory systems consist of heart, blood, blood vessels, and main three things: heart, blood, and blood vessels. These are main functions, three things of the circulatory systems in the human parts of the body. So we will discuss one by one: blood, blood vessels, and heart. First of all, we will discuss here blood. In circulatory systems, first blood, second blood vessels, third heart. Blood vessels, heart. So we will discuss here one by one briefly about the blood, next blood vessels, next heart. So what is the blood? We will discuss here what is the blood. Blood is a red colored liquid. What is the blood? Blood is a red colored liquid which flows blood vessels and circulates in our body. What is the blood? Blood is a red colored liquid which running or circulates or which flows in the blood vessels and circulates in our body. Why is the blood is red color? Blood is a red color because it contains a red pigment. Blood contains a red pigment, that's why blood color is a red. And that red pigment is called hemoglobin. Means due to the presence of hemoglobins, blood color is a red. Blood has a many different cells which perform different functions. Means in blood having also different cells and which perform different functions. First, plasma. Red blood cells means RBCs, white blood cells WBCs, and platelets. There are 4 cells. Plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So there are 4 functions of the blood: plasma, red blood cells, RBCs. In short form, red blood cells you can say RBCs, white blood cells WBCs, and platelets. There are 4 functions of the blood. After this, we will discuss one by one about the plasma. So, about the blood having 4 functions: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma. What is the plasma? Plasma is a liquid part. The liquid part of blood is called plasma. Liquid part. Liquid part of blood is called plasma. And plasma is a pale yellow and sticky liquid. It is the property of plasma. In plasma, 90% water and 3.5% salt. Plasma consists 90% part of plasma consists water and 3.5% of plasma consists salt. So, plasma contains dissolved substances. In plasma always contains dissolved substances. Plasma carries water and dissolved substances such as digested food and waste products from one part of the body to another part of the body. What is the work of plasma? What is the function of plasma? Plasma consists digested food substances. Plasma carries water and dissolved substances and waste products from one part of the body to another part of the body. This is the work of the plasma. Okay. So red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets are immersed in the plasma, float in the plasma. Means RBC, WBC and platelets, three substances, three functions of the blood immersed in the plasma. After plasma, next red blood cells. Red blood cells red blood cells in short form we will say RBC. Red blood cells are red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin. Already I have told. Blood consists of red pigment. That name is a hemoglobin. Due to the presence of hemoglobin, color of blood is known as the red color. So, red blood cells. What is the work of red blood cells? Red blood cells carry oxygen from the lungs to all the parts of the body, all the cells of the body. Plasma carries dissolved food, water and waste products from one part of the body to another part of the body. And in other hand, RBC, red blood cells, carries oxygen from lungs to other parts, other cells of the body. After red blood cells, next white blood cells. White blood cells, if suppose red blood cells, if the deficiency of red blood cells in the human body means deficiency of hemoglobin in the human body, then it becomes difficult to provide oxygen efficiently from one part to other cells. So it is the presence of hemoglobin which makes the blood appear red. Okay. After red blood cells, white blood cells. The white blood cells fight infection and protect us from the disease. What is the work of white blood cells? White blood cells fight infection and protect us from disease. It is the function of white blood cells. This is because white blood cells help to fight against germs which may enter our bodies. White blood cells fight against whose germs enter our bodies and cause disease. Some white blood cells can eat up the germs which causes disease. Means what is the work of white blood cells? White blood cells can eat up those germs which causes in our body for disease. Or you can say white blood cells make a chemical known as antibodies to fight against infections. After the white blood cells, next platelets. Platelets are the tiny fragments of special cells formed in the bone marrow. Platelets help in the clotting of blood in a cut or wound. What is the work of platelets? Platelets making a clotting of blood. If you find any wet cut or wound, then there will be platelets do the clotting about the blood. That's why blood will not flow from your body. So the blood clot which stops bleeding is formed due to the presence of the cells is called platelets. If deficiency of platelets, then clotting of blood will be very difficult. So blood is needed by all the parts of our body because it performs different functions. Blood carries digested food from the small intestine to the all parts of the body. Blood carries water to all the parts of the body. Blood carries oxygen from the lungs to different parts of the body. Blood carries the waste products, carbon dioxide from the body, out of the body. Blood carries waste products like urea. Blood protects the body from disease. Means these are the functions of the blood. So that's why blood is very necessary for circulating systems. The blood carries oxygen, and it is called oxygenated blood, and oxygenated blood is rich in oxygen. And the blood having no oxygen, and it is called deoxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood having oxygen, deoxygenated blood does not having oxygen. These are the difference between the oxygenated and deoxygenated, and these are the functions of the bloods and work and features of the bloods. Okay, thank you.